line is cash. Now, once again, shout out to Inside the Hotspot and Marksman. Most importantly, shout out to y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Happy Friday, you feel me? This video is the pill that may save Rondo number 9 from a 30 years sentence. Now, before we get into the video, there was some allegations that Rondo snitched, because they saying he approved his lawyer to say that Cdai was the sole shooter and stuff like that. If that's the case, then shouldn't it be the same for the Dirk situation? I'm confused, but it's crazy as me even reacting to this. I remember coming up on this, like, and of course, like, I'm not gonna be no hypocrite or nothing like that. This was entertainment. This was entertaining. Like back in 2012, 2013, when you had the little JoJo's, the little Reese's, the P. Ricos, the little Marks, the little J's, the Rondos, the LA Capones, the Edays, the Hoodo Hunchos, the Young Famous, the Young Pappy. I can name so many. It was all entertaining. But fast forward to 2023, I say a cool 80% of them is gone, like permanently gone, like not here no more, not coming back. Like, and that's crazy. Like, we grew up and they life stopped short. But we ain't gonna talk too much. We're gonna get straight into the video.
I'm with the gang and you can't hang
You can hang around.
They tryna stop these niggas flexing, they ain't from my town. Broad torch, you know how I rock.
Nigga. They know how I rock, nigga.
See, they got 22 shots. 8 more, that's a mop. Do all that talk. My niggas don't come that close. Walk out, they can take that loss.
600 bitch round the bullet. Bang.
I ain't gonna trick, bro. For real, Steve.
Javon Boyd was fatally shot early Saturday in the Armour Square community, just blocks south of U.S. Cellular Field. Family members said the 28-year-old was working part-time as a livery driver when he was shot waiting to pick up a customer.
Yeah, with this situation, people was applauding it because they thought that was like a get back for LA. But then fast forward, I guess family members or people close to LA was like, nah, that was not no get back for LA. That was a whole different situation. Oh yeah, yo. Dirk, why did you lie to us? You know what I'm saying? Dirk, why did you lie to us? You said he was gonna get out mad Christmases ago.
Get a good picture on. That's all. One of the buddies from the neighborhood.
My name is Eugene Horton, a paralegal investigator for the past 30 years. I inquire into, expose, and challenge wrongful convictions. Clint Massey is a person who I'm definitely defending right now because I know I got evidence that he's wrongfully convicted. And I don't think he should be there, especially in prisons where they can't provide.
What about D Rose? Because I keep hearing that, like, yo, D Rose really didn't do it. They was just trying to pin it to him because of his name and how hot his name was.
Proper medical care, proper security, they can't provide nothing for him in there, but early death.
Hey yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. You know you can't mention Chicago rap without mentioning the savage whose strap did damage, Rondo number 9. He was next in line to blow up with Dirk and them, but he was too much of a menace to the streets. Rondo's last body got his freedom card revoked by the cops, landing him in prison for 39 years. Since then, he's been fighting to get back on the outside and stopping at no lengths to beat the system, even cursing out the all-American savage, the orange op himself, Donald Trump. Rondo claims he's gonna be out soon with new evidence to bring to the court, but is that for real? Watch this video and find out. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. When you think about Clint Massey, aka Rondo number 9, you think of a one-man military, a rapper that actually lives his raps, a Chiraq savage that lost his claim to fame in the rap game because he was dropping bodies and taking names allegedly. And hell, you may be right to do that, because after all, the legend of Rondo number 9 passed down through generations of Chicago tales proves it to be right. He just started like any of us, a baby. Only that he wasn't the average citizen, he was home on the south side of Chicago. And like many Chiraq superstars today, he followed the path of the streets. Rondo number 9 became a...
What makes this more crazy is to think that they was all like 15, 16 around this time. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that was watching this was way younger than that at the time, like a few years younger than that. And it just surprises me, like it amazes me.
Affiliated with the BDs and repped his set 600 to the fullest.
Rest in peace,
Rondo
Fredo,
had
too.
an infatuation with pose. Here, there, everywhere. Rondo had the thing tucked for any op who wanted to get snubbed. In fact, his gun collection got so out of hand that the ops had to step in and issue a bulletin with his info, labeling him a BD gang member in possession of a rocket launcher. If it sounds like cap, it wasn't. Rondo had just posted up pictures.
I hate to keep posting, but I remember seeing his picture, and I was like, where the hell is this nigga get a rocket launcher from?
Flexing the artillery online before cops got a hold of the images. That's the level of savagery bro was on. He was down a dangerous and war-filled path, but music stepped in to be a shield. Thankfully to his ops, he hopped on the mic and his views were running up, so he kept applying pressure building his career.
I was just a block and niggas knew me already, so I just started rapping and shit.
Rest in peace, Zach
Then
TV.
I just got a lot of views and shit. I was like, damn, I'm gonna start this shit.
Music-wise, bro had the energy and the talent to take it to the top, and that's exactly where he was taking it. Every track drop was a banger. Taliban, Ride featuring Lil Durk, Life of a Savage, and the remix with Lupe Fiasco right up to his projects I'm Up Next, Steve Drive, and Real Ninja for Life. Rondo was taking over the airwaves right beside 600 homie L.A. Capone. Their chemistry was on point in the streets and on the beat.
LA, what up, bro? LA Capone in the cut. LA Capone. Rondo gun with soul. She came for the break exposed. And the hush shot up with the phone. Take this jumping, you know I can't fold.
They were pushing out the bangers like Play for Keeps, and sadly, his homie L.A. Capone would lose his life to the streets, leaving Rondo to carry on his legacy. Even through the pain, Rondo had to keep pushing forward for everything they worked for. That was the motivation to put together more heat for the streets, which was released as his album Real Ninja for Life 2. He was doing it. He was climbing to the top like he said he would.
Taking this shit to the top, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna make it. Cause y'all hear me saying this shit in the camera right now? When y'all see me at the top on Steve, y'all gonna be like, damn, he said that. My squad is at the top right now, you hear me?
What's crazy is LA mom was like she don't like the interview because she felt LA wasn't being himself.
Down the ladder, leaving Rondo number 9 falling flat on his face. Just 2 days after the release of RN4L 2, Clint Massey, aka Rondo number 9, and his homie, Courtney Ely, aka Cdai, stole the life of an innocent man, allegedly, Javon Boyd, working a taxi and was later apprehended by the police officers.
Javon Boyd was fatally shot early Saturday in the Armour Square community.
The next day, Rondo seemed to be on Twitter mocking Boyd on some savagery. According to the released documents from the police, on February 14th, 2014, Rondo and Cdai hit up a party with some baddies at 39th Street and Wentworth Avenue in the Wentworth Gardens housing project. They ended up dipping, leaving the rest to kick it, but things went sour and one of the shorties got into it with another woman and shots started busting. Not seeing who upped the pole, old girl phoned Rondo and them, letting them know what happened, and Rondo, Cdai, and D Rose and Tay 600 spun the block. That's when they drove past Boyd sitting in his parked car, waiting to pick up the person who called for the taxi. It stated Rondo and them turned around and him, Cdai, and D Rose exited the whip and approached Boyd's car from the passenger side, where they murked him and dipped. They were easily picked up by the cops who saw the entire thing from video footage from surveillance cameras belonging to the Chicago Housing Authority. Worse yet, Cdai's fingerprints were on the car and he left his cell phone at the scene of the crime. Then, the ace in the hole was the witness, one of the girls that was present at the scene. It was a wrap. Cdai got 38 years and Rondo number 9 got 39 years after being found guilty of first-degree hit. With them numbers, bro wouldn't be seeing the light of day till 2056. Goodness. The thing with being incarcerated is that getting arrested ain't even the hard part. The real pressure comes from being behind bars, and Rondo had a lot of time to fight that fight.
Nah.
Why is that?
Get a good picture on, that's all. One of the buddies from the neighborhood.
In 2016, when Rondo was sentenced, he had already been in jail for 2 years awaiting trial and the verdict for his freedom. During that time, he was confident he was coming home, even posting to Twitter in January of that year that he was coming home in a month. Not even just that, bro was hyping up fans promoting his tour for when he gets out. Sadly, that wasn't the case, and he had to deal with the football numbers ahead of him. He had his own come up right there in his face and he threw it away. But that didn't stop the Chicago rhymer. What better way to spend his time than to write raps, right? While behind bars, he continued to pen songs, and some have found their way as releases via phone recording from jail. Fans got the tracks like Crazy Story Remix, Love Song from the Can, which seems to be directed to his shorty he tweeted about, and Alone and Running Remix. Being real, dude even sounds more in his bag with his recent tracks, so seems like he's really been grinding with the pen in prison. Bro is behind bars dropping bars, and it makes it even more sad that he can't capitalize on it, because if he was out with some of the tracks he's dropping over the phone, it would have been crazy for sure. He's been reflective in jail, looking back on his life and seeing the real from the fake, having time to reminisce on the life he lived. He had to face his demons and the pain that came with it. Twitter is often the place he expresses his emotions from behind bars, and it seems like he really started feeling the weight of the past, but was standing 10 toes down to start healing from all he has been through and done. But that seemed just like a passing cloud, because bro was keeping his ears to the streets from behind bars and hearing talks of dudes being disrespectful to his name. Rondo was back in savage mode, already plotting his get back. With every year, bro prepares himself to be released to handle business.
Bro, that's not what you fighting. That's not something you should say on the net, bro. And this is how a lot of shit spiraled out when it came to Chicago, like drill and all that stuff. They put everything on Twitter. Everything they put was on Twitter.
But fans get hyped up and it never happens. Even Dirk one time joined in on the hype, hinting at Rondo coming home soon after putting up 25 bands to get him a lawyer to sort things out. But again, the fans get left hanging as time continues to roll on. But one thing about Rondo number 9 though is that no matter what's going on in the world, he gonna make sure he keep the fans updated on what's happening. On a jail call, he stated that everything he's facing behind bars isn't breaking him, and he's just using it as motivation.
Bro, I be in this business. I swear to God, I'm anticipating that moment, like on LA. Like, I swear to God, I be using anything for motivation, like, hey, all the shit that I'm gonna go through, all this shit on stage. I be.
Man sound hella happy facing so much time ahead, and he's still dropping heat over the phone.
I ain't playing when I jump up on this can on my brothers, bitch. I'm Rondo, I will jump in where you stand up.
Life comes at you real fast, and Rondo number 9 just focuses on getting through his sentence. Soon as he got into it with another rapper, Tay600, going off on him and calling him a snitch, blaming him for his verdict.
Tay600. You know, man. Oh, D-Thing, this shit public records, bro. Public records. All you gotta do.
Alright, my question to y'all: do y'all really think Tay600 a snitch? And well, he go by Take Upon, Tay600, same thing. It's basically like he was saying, like, I guess Tay600 fucked Dirk baby moms, and Rondo's playing favoritism since Dirk is the one that paid for his lawyer and all that. So they try to tarnish his name. And I feel like, me personally, if that wasn't put on Tay600 name, he would have definitely been in the rap game. That's just my opinion, though. Let me know what y'all think about that.
Let's go to the Danny Center. All you gotta do is go to the Cook County, Chicago. To Monte Carlo, that's your name.
Tay600 denied any snitching rumors being true and says any paperwork going around is false.
They telling me, like, yeah, you see this fake statement that people is posting. I don't know if you ever seen a fake statement, but, you know,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, it was a fake statement floating around, and it said in the statement, Ajamonte D. Carpenter to have seen Rondo and Cdai shoot the person 5 times, you know, and the statement was so fake because if you read the statement, for one, court document is not going to say Rondo and Cdai, it's going to say Courtney and Clint.
In time, that blew over and fans finally got to see Rondo in person over a jail interview with his moms where he addressed some things that's getting in his way to get his appeal and to be home. Rondo came ready to talk to the people and in his own words wanted to move from saying just free Rondo number 9 to the movement free Clint Massey, showing that he wasn't just a rap name but a human being like everyone else, and his change was a sign of maturity.
This is basically, you know, help everybody realize that Clint Massey is the Overturn. You know, Rondo 9 is just my rap name. You hear me? I want things to be fair. And I feel like one of them dirty things out of the world, you know. And this is just a sign of maturity, you know, just to let everybody see that, you know, I'm also, you feel me?
Next, he was asked about his issues with the post-conviction petition, and Rondo had a couple things to get off his chest. Rondo went on to speak about his constitutional rights being violated and being falsely imprisoned because the boys in blue didn't get the warrant for his arrest.
You know, they violated my due process. You feel me? Like the police didn't obtain a warrant to arrest me. You know, so right now, like I'm false imprisonment. You feel me? Like my constitutional rights being violated.
Rondo had on his lawyer
Okay, boy,
thinking
learn some
cap.
shit
That
in
boy
there.
was laying it all out, building his appeal on the ground, saying that new evidence popped up that shows he wasn't the shooter.
So basically, it has been new discovered evidence. You know, that shows that, you know, I wasn't the one that committed this crime. You feel me? Like it was brought forward that I wasn't the one that did this. You feel me? That's a big issue right there because, you know, that's proving my innocence.
Rondo brought his points to a close, tackling false. To lobby his case, Rondo had a paralegal, investigator, and past vet looking into the evidence and fighting for his appeal. According to him, he's confident he has evidence that Rondo shouldn't have been convicted.
I'm a veteran also, a veteran from the U.S. Army. I'm going to use all the resources I got to challenge the Department of Corrections on this, what they're doing to these people.
But that wasn't the only trick Rondo had up his sleeve.
Kim
At the
Kardashian, I
time,
seen
Kim
that.
Kardashian was on her prisoner freeing run fighting for inmates to gain their freedom. Rondo saw it as the perfect opportunity to make his claim. Since then, Rondo has still been behind bars. At his 7-year mark in prison, he posted the now deleted message to IG. Rondo was still fighting for his appeal behind bars, but a chance came around to get the kid free. The one and only All-American Savage, the Orange Op himself, Donald
Nigga said the
Trump.
Orange Op.
Trump was on his way out of office when his op Biden ran him off the block. And with his last little bit of presidential magic, he snapped his fingers and made pardons go away for other people. Rondo was for sure trying to get in the situation, but Trump pardoned Weezy and Yak instead. Rondo number 9, being the savage he is, let Trump know 600 was on his head top. On March 18th, 2022, Rondo dropped his Grant That Appeal freestyle on the gram, and on May 5th, 2022, he dropped another song. So he's been keeping that heat coming. The appeal is crucial for him to be free from that 39 years. One thing, he ain't giving up and says this year he's coming home and got his lawyers on it. So time will tell what's up. You know the vibes. We would keep y'all updated on everything you want to know. If y'all would like a full breakdown of his life or LA Capone or the case, let me know in the comments and I got y'all. So there you have it. Thanks for kicking it with your boy. Appreciate the
Man,
love.
shout
and
out to you inside a hot spot. Shout out to y'all for tapping. I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.